George, can you just focus on your emotion and sensations in your body now?
Okay.
The feeling and the emotion that you experience in front of the cleaning lady, and at the times when the trial for the malpractice was going on. Can you feel it? When was the first time you have learned to feel this way? When, where, and maybe with whom?
My father was an easygoing man. I never felt like this with him. He slapped me once, but it was just an incident and he felt terrible after that. I think this is the feeling I learned to feel with my mother. She always put pressure on me to help everyone around me, especially my hyperactive brother.
And if you couldn't help your brother, what would have happened?
She would make me feel like I did something very, very bad, behaved so selfishly.
What is your need at that time? How do you like your mother to behave like? What do you need from her? Please try to talk with the child's words and tell it to your mother.
Mama, I don't want to take care of my brother. He is 2 years older than me, and it is not my job to take care of him. He is always fighting with others and causing problems. I need to play with my own friends. You are the ones who should take care of him. Please take him to a psychologist or doctor. And don't leave it to me. My friends are afraid of him and they don't want to play with me as he will come and bully them.
Did she hear you?
Yes.
What is she doing after hearing what you told her?
She is saying that she wasn't aware of my feelings. She says they will take my brother to the doctor.
What is little George feeling and doing after hearing what she said?
He feels so relieved. Like the nightmare was over. I can go out and play with my friends without feeling fear of my brother's appearance.
That's nice. I am happy for the little George. Now, can you think that little George is with us with this fear of malpractice issue? Little George learned to feel responsible for the events that is too much for him, like to take care of his brother. A hyperactive sibling can be very hard for a child. The adults had to take care of him, not little George. Little George's need is to play with his friends, without fear of problems which are so big for his age. And it is also his right to feel free of responsibility when it is not needed to. Now, as the adult George, can you say something to the little George about his fears with this malpractice issue?
Dear George, you didn't do something wrong. You even warned the chief for the complication. In this profession sometimes everything can go wrong even you do the right things. The complication occurred in the intensive care room and you weren't even on guard that night. And it could be the same even you were on guard that night. You cannot fix every situation. Our mother leaned on us very much and I know it was so hard to say no to her demands. You were always her magic boy. But you cannot do magic in every situation. You are not the answer to her problems with her other son. Like you were? Like you were? Like you were? Like you were not? The answer for the son of that poor family.
Poor George. Please take your time and feel your sorrow for your patient. That's okay. That is very nice of you, caring about your patient and his family. And it is okay to feel pain and helpless sometimes. How do you feel?
Strange actually. My feelings for my brother and mother and for my patient and his family are nearly the same.
Was it the little George feeling responsible for your patient's death?
Yes, it is him. He is always with me.
We all have our vulnerable sides with us, all the time. They just need our healthy adult to be alert against our demanding sides. George, if you feel okay now, can you talk with the little George again for his over-responsible feelings about the loss of your patient and the malpractice fear?
Okay, I'll try. Dear little George, I understand now that it was you feeling so responsible for the patient like you felt for your brother and mother. But it was beyond our limits to help the patient. I will always be here for you when you struggle with these kind of issues.
And for the fear of being sued for malpractice?
Similar situations can happen in the future. But this time I will not let you feel miserable there. With the help of the guy in front of me, I am learning to be fair to you. Nothing bad will happen to us. And even we get in trouble someday, I'll find a healthy way to cope with it. I won't let my demanding sides to punish you again.
And as the guy in front of the adult George, I will do my best to teach him to have fun with you. Deal?
Deal.